If you are not using a travel advisor for your travels, then you, my friend, are missing out. Now you might be thinking, why would I use a travel advisor? The world is literally at my fingertips. I can just type it in and hit book and I'm done, right? Not necessarily. Give me just a few minutes to share with you why I think partnering with a travel advisor is crucial to planning your next vacation or your next travel or your next travel trip, your vacation travel trip. Welcome, my name is Randi with R.Wing Travel and I am a travel advisor. Maybe you're wondering what happened to the travel agent. Well, we're still here. We've just changed the name. The role for the travel agent has evolved. It has become not so much just a booking engine for people, but a whole process of creating itineraries that are personalized to our clients. A travel advisor just feels like it matches more with what we do versus travel agent. Travel agent sounds kind of clinical. And today we are exploring how working with a dedicated travel advisor is your smartest strategy for crafting a truly unforgettable vacation. So let's get into it. First up, let's talk about time and convenience. Raise your hand if you've ever had more than 20 tabs open on your browser. If you're a travel advisor, your hand shot up first. I'm talking to you, Chris. We are, by nature and profession, travel research experts. And a deep dive into any destination or experience takes significant time. One of the first challenges you faced online is the sheer volume of information that you will get. If you type in Alaska cruise, you're going to get literally hundreds and hundreds of hits. The internet truly presents an overwhelming avalanche of options. This is where Travel Advisor is going to be your best friend. We can cut through that noise, leveraging our deep industry knowledge and, just as importantly, our understanding of you and your unique personality, your circumstances, your budget, and your interests. We can narrow that search down to a manageable size. And then let's talk about vetting hotels. And what I mean by that is checking them out, making sure they're okay. You read the reviews. The problem is this day and age, it's really hard to know which reviews are legitimate, real reviews, which are bot reviews, and which are paid for. Travel advisors can navigate this for you. We can tap into our expert knowledge base, which goes beyond just the travel advisor. This goes to our colleagues, and this also goes to our suppliers that we build relationships with. Our ability to curate and simplify transforming that confusion into clarity that's the primary reason that you would want to partner with a travel advisor. We handle the research, the bookings, the confirmations, and we keep track of all the important dates, when things are due, like your final payment, when excursions open up for reservation, the logistics of airport transfers to and from your hotel or to the ship. We take your vision, your preferences, and we return with a beautiful, tailored proposal for you. Essentially, we do the heavy lifting so that you don't have to. You can just sit back, relax, and anticipate your travels. Number 2, this is probably the most important one. This is the bedrock of what we do. So when you work with a travel advisor, you're tapping into a wealth of expertise and knowledge. For instance, if you're looking at an ocean cruise, there are dozens of cruise lines, each with different personalities. And then you have the various times of year. The different destinations will have different seasons. There are countless itineraries and numerous room categories. This can feel completely overwhelming. And if you don't know what you're looking for or you don't know what questions to ask, you really are taking a gamble with your money. Take the term guaranteed room. Guaranteed room sounds wonderful. When you're booking a cruise, it'll offer you a guaranteed room or your standard stateroom. You choose your own. Guaranteed sounds wonderful. You are guaranteed a room. It's a little bit less expensive as well. However, the caveat to that is that they choose the room for you. And so that can often mean that you're going to have maybe a room at the far back of the ship, maybe in a less desirable location like underneath a nightclub, a noisy nightclub or a kids club. They will never downgrade you. You are guaranteed a room at the level that you bought in at or an upgrade. But this day and age, most cruises are sailing full and those upgrades are far and few between. A lot of people don't know that. That's just one example of one of the things that we help you look out for. Your travel advisor will also understand the different personalities of, say, why do I have this in my ear? I don't know. We understand the different personalities of, say, like various river cruises. Like their ship styles, their personalities, what do they offer the client, their itineraries, and how do you compare apples to apples? I was recently at an industry event called the ASTA River Cruise Expo in Vienna. There were 16 different ships for us to tour, so it was an experience for travel advisors to be able to go on board, ask questions, eat the food, meet the staff, and get a feel for what that cruise line was all about. That's firsthand experience that you simply can't get on your own. It allows us to advise on which ship offers more of a luxury vibe, which ships are a little more casual, what is the dining on board like, which ship really has an elevated wine experience. It's those little nuances that you want from a travel advisor. I feel like the light is shining up on me. We say constantly changing travel requirements as well, like the new visa rules or Europe's EES or ETIAS systems. I'll actually be diving deeper into the EES and the ETIAS in an upcoming video because it is crucial for anyone that will be traveling to Europe. And I've broken it down to be super easy to understand. So look for that video upcoming. We also stay on top of things like resort renovations, park closures, political unrest, weather, because we want to ensure that your vacation is as seamless as possible. A third reason to use a travel advisor is that you get an advantage of value and exclusive access. One of the biggest myths I hear is, aren't travel advisors more expensive? And not inherently. In fact, using a travel advisor often brings more value to your vacation. Last year, I saved a client $1,000 on a Viking cruise just by checking my sources versus what they had found. It doesn't happen every time, but the value we provide goes far beyond just the sticker price. You might see two cruises that look about the same, but one is more expensive than the other. But when you compare apples to apples, you realize that this one doesn't include everything and this one does. The pricier one actually includes drinks, gratuities, tours, and that makes it a better value. It's about taking the budget that you give us and making something more valuable to you. That's going to be a better experience for you. Now, how do travel advisors make a living? We earn a modest commission from some suppliers. For services where there isn't a commission, like booking complex airfare or rail passes, many advisors, myself included, may charge a transparent planning fee to cover our research and time. You'll find that it's not as scary as you think. You're paying and our knowledge. You're paying to have that personal travel assistant by your side during the planning and during your vacation or during your travels. You should always ask about this upfront if a travel advisor hasn't mentioned it. Our goal is to build lifelong relationships by clients. It is not going to help my business if I am just overselling people and pushing products they don't want or need. That is not my goal. Build relationships where my clients trust me and keep coming back for more fantastic vacation planning. A good travel advisor wants to provide the best value and service, not just the cheapest deal. You get what you pay for. You can go to a big box store for some of your vacation deals. Again, no judgment. But you come to a travel advisor for personalized value, for expert service. You're not having to be put on hold, and someone holding your hand throughout the entire process. We're always looking for ways to enhance your trip's value because we want you coming back. Fourth on the list, and these aren't in any order, by the way, of importance, but fourth is important. It's personalization and tailoring. Your vacation shouldn't be a cookie cutter experience. A good travel advisor is going to want to take time to truly understand your travel style, your interests, your budget, your preferred pace, and what makes you tick. Are you a night owl seeking that crazy fun nightlife, or do you crave peace and quiet? Or are you an avid snorkeler, hiker, foodie, wine connoisseur? Or maybe you're looking to trace your ancestry in Norway or Iceland. Are you celebrating a milestone like an anniversary, a graduation, or maybe a honeymoon? Are you traveling with multiple generations? We design journeys that reflect your very specific desires and needs, and we match you with the right destination, the right ship, the right hotel ambiance, the right experiences. It's all about crafting that trip that feels uniquely, wonderfully yours. And finally, number 5, peace of mind and advocacy. This is where a travel advisor becomes indispensable. Travel is generally wonderful, but let's be honest, hiccups can occur. Train delays, strikes, canceled flights, lost luggage, hurricane, other unexpected events can pop up. And in a situation like that, a travel advisor is going to be your best friend. Wouldn't it be nice to simply pick up the phone or send a text to your travel advisor and explain that they are right there, your partner, helping you solve the problem? When you book online, you're often stuck navigating automated phone systems, talking to Autobots, trying to fix things yourself, but when you work with a travel advisor, you have a dedicated advocate who knows your trip and is ready to jump in. I have the perfect example. I had clients that were sailing on a Viking ship and they were coming into Florida during the hurricane. I was able to find out that their disembarkation port was closing. I was able to immediately cancel their original hotel, secure a full refund, and then rebook them at a hotel in a new port that they were rerouted to, all before the room sold out. They didn't have to worry about eating the cost of the first hotel or scrambling to find a new one. A dedicated travel advisor is going to try to anticipate those needs and being your dedicated support system so that you can feel safe and secure before, during, and even after your trip. Okay, I'm sorry about this weird lighting. It's bouncing off the ground here and bouncing up into my face. Anyway, so I know some of you are still thinking, like, I like planning my own vacation. And that's wonderful. I don't have to take that away from you. Working with a travel advisor can be an absolute collaborative process. Think of it like an architect. You want to build your dream home, you have the idea in your head, you've sketched out some plans, you hand it to the professional. The architect is the one that takes it to life. They know the ins and outs, they know the technicalities. That is what a travel advisor does. That's the best metaphor I can think of. We're like architects. I have your back. Very collaborative if you want it to be, absolutely. Though I also have a client that literally picks her cruise and hands me her credit card. So it can be as involved as you want it to be. You're still part of the planning, you just have an expert guiding you, especially with those things that you don't know. We can work with all kinds of budgets. There are luxury travel advisors, and there are more accessible travel advisors. You just have to ask if they're comfortable working within your budget. So why use a travel advisor in today's digital world? Because it's about investing in your experience. Travel is an investment. So you want a professional to walk along here with you. With an advisor, you replace stress with excitement, you save precious time, you gain access to special perks and insider knowledge, you receive incredible value, and best of all, you have a knowledgeable advocate by your side throughout the entire process. It's about transforming a simple booking into a truly transformable journey. Is that too cheesy? No, it's true. So if you're ready to experience the difference that expert planning and personalized service can make in your travel adventures, you found it. If you have found this information helpful, please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more travel insights from R.Wing Travel. Visit our website, which is linked down below. If you'd like to learn more or schedule a complimentary consultation with me, I'd love to hear from you. What is your biggest travel planning challenge? Let me know in the comments. Oh, and speaking of making the most of your expert guidance, now that you know why partnering with a travel advisor is so beneficial, in my next video, I'm going to talk about how to use a travel advisor and how not to use a travel advisor. So stay tuned, and you're welcome.